Hi, I'm James Donnelly from the Adelaide and Mount Lofty Ranges Natural Resources Management Board. Today we're looking at wild olives, which are a big problem in the Adelaide Hills. Wild olives are those plants that are self-sown or any other olive that has been planted but is not harvested annually. As a declared plant, they are subject to the control provisions of the NRM Act. The seeds are easily spread by birds and foxes and pose considerable fire risk due to the natural oils present in the plant. When growing in large infestations, they can be very expensive to control, especially the wild olive, which is particularly multi-stemmed. There are many different varieties of wild olive. However, controlling the plant before it sets seed is the optimal time. Due to the high control costs of large olives, it is important to control small olives first. Here we have a wild olive seedling. If hand pulling or cutting and swabbing these plants, it is very important to do so below the lignotuber, which is the large bulbous looking part on the stem. The lignotuber provides energy to the plant, making it difficult to control with herbicides. Enough herbicide has to enter the plant in order to kill the lignotuber and the root system in one go. There is a range of woody weed herbicides that are effective when controlling wild olives. Just remember to always read the label and follow the instructions. Here we are back at our olive site using a tree popper to extract the whole olive and root system out of the ground. These are great for use on small single-stemmed olives, especially in winter time when the soil is moist. I'll now demonstrate how they work and the extra leverage they can provide when pulling out small olives. Tree poppers are a good alternative to chemical control and can be hired from several of the NRM board offices. It's always a good idea to replace any turned over soil back into the hole. So as you can see, the tree popper will pull out the entire plant and root system. It's always important to be safe when doing weed control. Today I'll be using herbicide, a hand saw, a small tomahawk and a pair of loppers. I'll also be wearing gloves and a pair of safety glasses. It is important to clear away around the base of the branch and then cut as low as possible and apply the herbicide immediately afterwards. Now that you have cleared around the base of your tree, you have a number of options available to you. Number one, drilling and filling. This usually involves the use of a cordless drill to drill deep into the lignotuber and fill those holes with herbicide. The second is called frilling, which can be done with a small tomahawk like this. It involves hitting into the lignotuber on a downward angle of about 45 degrees, creating a series of pockets around the outside of the trunk and filling those with herbicide. The third option is cut and swab, where you can cut the tree at its stump as low as possible and then apply herbicide. Each method has its pros and cons,
But if you don't have to remove the tree for safety or aesthetic reasons, it may be a good idea to leave a dead tree standing to allow animals to perch in it. This will also save you having to take the timber away. It's important to remember when using the drill and fill or frilling method not to completely ring bark the tree. You want to interrupt the flow of sap but not completely stop it. And if you're thinking, have you done enough? Then you probably haven't, and it may be worthwhile adding in some more holes or some more nicks with your tomahawk. So here I've demonstrated frilling on one side of the trunk. It's important to remember to go all the way around and not to use too much herbicide that it runs. Folding hand saws like these are great for cutting small trees. On sloping ground like this, I'll cut the low branch first so it can fall away from the trunk and out of my way. When applying the herbicide, it is important to apply it to the outside of the trunk. This is called the cambium layer, and this is where the sap flows. We'll also need to make some more cuts below this cut around the outside of the root system to ensure enough herbicide gets in there to kill this plant. Once you've made the cut, it is important to apply herbicide as soon as possible, definitely within 30 seconds. It is also important not to do this on a rainy day when the herbicide can wash off. Now that we have cut our tree down, we can frill some more around the base to try and get some more herbicide into the root system. It will be important to come back for the next 1 to 2 years to check for any regrowth coming back from the stump. So from the example we've just seen, it's taken 15 or 20 minutes work to control one olive tree. It's much easier to control them when they are small, rather than let them become large infestations. The key to successful wild olive control is to develop an integrated weed management plan that will help you meet your responsibilities. For more information on any of these issues, contact your local NRM district officer or drop into your local regional NRM board office for more information.